What's going on, my DC brothers and sisters? It's your boy, the Truth 31. Hit like, subscribe for all that DC goodness all over your face, neck, and chest. And bruh, forget about Lois Lane. Black Adam is the key to the DCEU universe going forward because Black Adam is the most important film in the DC list because it holds several franchises in one film. Like, this film needs to succeed. Bottom line, it needs to succeed hard. Pause. Because obviously, Black Adam is not a well known character. However, everyone knows The Rock, and The Rock is one of the most charismatic, lovable, people in the entertainment industry, right? So people are going to flock to see this movie because of him. And the fact is that people don't know Black Adam, they don't know Hawkman, they don't know Cyclone, and they don't know Atom Smasher. So this movie has to have a compelling story. It has to have compelling characters, and it needs to build this Black Adam JSA universe. Because if this is a massive success, they're gonna want to build off of this film. They want to build off and build their own Justice League with the JSA, and the JSA includes Hawkman, which is Aldous Hodge, which is fantastic casting, by the way, a Cyclone, which is a weird character. I go to that later, and Atom Smasher, right? These characters need to be lovable. These characters need to be well liked by the general audience because this is setting up the JSA and Black Adam for future potential sequels. So The Rock is the linchpin. The Rock is the key to making sure that this film is successful. And obviously this ties into Shazam, because if this film is a massive success, obviously that gives more importance and that gives more anticipation to Shazam 2 coming out, I think, the following year, I believe. And by the way, why cast Cyclone? I'm not aware of the character. I don't know the character, so I can't say much about her. But why not Hawkgirl? And I know I've heard for some people that Hawkgirl was supposed to be in this movie, but there were like too many characters, so some characters had to be shuffled out. But why not bring in shuffle out Cyclone, take her out because no one knows her, and put in Hawkgirl. Hawkgirl is obviously well known to us, people who grew up with the Justice League animated series and the comics, and she's a well known character. She has an iconic look to her. She's a fan favorite. So if it was up to me, I would have put her in this movie and build off the relationship with Hawkman and Hawkgirl. And I know Black Adam is the main star, and he's gonna have a relationship with Isis, I believe. But if you could just build up the relationship between Hawkman and Hawkgirl, that would be much more accessible and much more. It would give much more importance and credence to the Hawkman character, especially if he's received well, that he can flourish, she can flourish, and they can have their own, separate movie together and have their own little, Hawk World universe. Cyclone, I don't know the character. I hope whoever plays the character, I hope she does well. I hope the character does well, and I hope the character is well received because we don't know the character. Atom Smasher, I think Noah Centineo, I know he has this little, fangirl audience. I'm not aware of his movies, but I know he does teen movies. So again, I haven't watched them. I hear it's good, by the way. I hear it's good. I don't know. I'm not a fucking teenager. But, again, if he's well received, he can have his own little movie. Because, these supporting characters can be fan favorites if it's done well. And we could, be more impressed by them. And we could want to see more of them and have their own little movies here and there and have their little adventures. And obviously, if this is done well, they could have their own JSA and bring in more characters into JSA, like Stargirl or Jay Garrick or, Sandman, build up the universe, build up their own little Shazam Black Adam universe, because obviously Shazam and Black Adam are closely tied together and closely connected. So again, there are a lot of moving parts in this movie. Black Adam needs to do well. The story needs to be centered and make sure it doesn't splinter off, make sure it's not confusing, and make sure the character is well represented, make sure the supporting characters are well represented, and we need to care about these characters. Just like Shazam, nobody knew who Shazam was, but people are taken into were taken by Zachary Levi. People enjoy the movie for the most part, and and that's gonna have, and I believe the sequel is gonna do extremely well because of of the home sales. And, it's on HBO Max constantly. So more and more people are finding an audience for this movie. And obviously, Black Adam is going to tie into the whole Shazam family, and Black Adam is going to tie into Shazam 2. And I believe, hopefully, that maybe by Shazam 3 or whatever, Henry Cavill comes in and Shazam and Superman can have their own little epic battle and fight Black Adam. Again, this movie, Black Adam, is setting up so much, not for its own little universe, but for the universes going forward that involves Shazam and that involves Superman. So again, it's a complex moving piece, and I have faith that The Rock can make it happen, and the director, whoever's directing it, knows this and are aware of this. So those are my thoughts. Smash that fucking like button, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, so we can continue having a decent conversation. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And, support DC, keep reading DC. And hopefully Black Adam is the epic, grand movie that we're all hoping to see, because we want to see a badass villain. And as always, truth out.